Hello, everybody. My name is Dalton Rollinger, and welcome back to Sailwind. My apologies for not uploading. Let me start over. My apologies for not uploading on time this week for Monday. Things kind of got away from me a bit. It was Veterans Day, and I had my girlfriend over, so we had a bunch of other things kind of get in the way. I spent a lot of the day just kind of playing games with her and watching things with her, just spending times with her. So, my apologies. Anyway, I believe we're delivering tea to, yeah, we're delivering tea to Dragon Cliffs, and we also have mail to deliver to the Dragon Cliffs, as well as more mail? Yes, okay. So we've got a lot of tea that we need to deliver to the Dragon Cliffs, so let's get underway with that. I'll go ahead and actually... Tell you what, let's go ahead and just release the stay sales. My bad, person in the comments section. Like, they're called stay sales. They're not called stray sales. They're called stay sales. You're driving me nuts. My bad, my dude. My bad. My bad. It's a habit, okay? Stay is not something that I would call that. Like, that just looks... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying right now. So, to make up to you guys for not uploading today, I might make this kind of a longer video. We might try and do a whole circuit around the archipelago. I don't know. We'll see how things go. And, so about Happy Bay, I now understand what I did. I think I misunderstood or misremembered the directions that I was given. So that rock that I landed on, where the shipwreck was, where the grave was, instead of like continuing on the path that I was going, I should have sailed more to the west. So I had the right idea sailing up to that thing, but I didn't follow through with what I was actually supposed to do. But we will try Happy Bay again in the not too distant future. I'd probably rather try and just get that out of the way sooner rather than later, because it's going to be so inconvenient trying to sail back to it at a later date. Because there it is. If I can like get out of the sunlight. So Happy Bay is pretty much to our north, as you can see, to the northwest. The only other way to get back to Happy Bay without it being like a huge inconvenience would be to sail to Oasis and then sail directly to Happy Bay. It's not hard, don't get me wrong, it's not hard. In fact, that might actually be the easier path, considering the way the winds blow. But, I don't know, like, part of me would rather just get it out of the way, but at the same time, like, looking at it now, that going from Oasis might be kind of fun, because I've only done that voyage a handful of times, and how am I doing in terms of navigation here? We still got some of the mountain to get around. So, yeah. That would be... Is that ship actually not being a wannabe dolphin anymore? You gotta be pulling my leg! For anybody who doesn't know, that ship up there is notorious, especially in my T-Merchant playthrough, for leaping out of the water in ways that would make a dolphin jealous. Like, it's kind of nuts. Like, that is... I'm glad to see it. I'm just surprised. And maybe also, maybe somewhat kind of sad because we don't get the silly shenanigans that we used to now. But, yeah, well done, Raw Lion. Well done. I do approve. I don't approve of the way the ship is refusing to turn right now. Maybe what I need to do is I need to just... We are going to clear this, right? We are going to clear this, right? We are going to clear this, right? Yes, we are. Okay. was getting a little nervous there for a split second. We still had plenty of room to go, but, you know, I'm still getting kind of nervous. Anyway, let's go ahead and flip this around. I think we can go ahead and flip this around. And you know what? A lot of people really prefer it whenever I don't cut the videos. I usually cut the videos just to save time. But because I didn't upload today, I didn't upload today. I'm recording today. I should have uploaded today, but I didn't because reasons. And I'm going to try and make this a longer than usual video. If I can, I will try and make it... Heck, I might go for 3 hours. I don't know. I don't know if I have that kind of attention span with this game anymore, but we'll see. You know what? I might as well just go ahead and pick up some speed here. Let's go ahead and do this. But yeah, this kind of brings back memories. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I have made it no secret. I do not like the Kakum. That ship over there, I don't like it. It is so freaking tiny. And the waves in the open ocean just bully the crap out of it. But I do have a bit of a nostalgic soft spot for it. I gotta admit. A lot of people, by the way, also seem to be really down with the idea of being a mail courier in the next series, which I'm happy to hear because I personally think it would be really, really fun. Now, I don't know like how profitable it will be, but if we look at these missions here, not this one, but this one, going from the Dragon Cliff, or from Fort Astron down to the Dragon Cliffs, it's actually pretty profitable. I mean, it's only one deal of mail. So not only is the mail going to be extremely light, but once we start doing like the open ocean treks, it'll be a lot more profitable than I'm really kind of giving it credit for, because like it's not going to be anywhere near the T level, right? Like T is downright like god tier, like probably the closest thing you're going to get to god tier cargo for this game. It's pretty much taken everywhere, if memory serves right. Like, if I recall correctly, pretty much everywhere took T. It might not have been like super profitable, but I don't recall seeing like a single negative income. Right off the top of my head. It's very possible that I did see negative incomes and I'm just being biased, but I don't know. We'll see how things go with the mail courier. I'm failing to English again. Let's go ahead and clean the ship. And I'm still deciding what ship I want to use. I'm thinking I might use the same ship. And I might try and make more use out of the brig in the next playthrough. I know, like, the brig is kind of the... It's kind of the middle child that no one really cares for, if I'm going to be honest. Like, a lot of people just, they don't like the brig. And it's not without good reason. However, like, as far as aesthetics go, it is still a very majestic ship. And I use the Sandbuck all the time with the Team Merchant run, and I still have that save file, by the way. Like, I still have it. You know, actually, come to think of it, maybe the Junk would be a better ship to use. Because it's also it's not only like very decent size, and it handles fairly decently as well. It's also the cheapest out of the capital ships. I think it only costs like 88 gold. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Now that I think about it, like the more I kind of think about it, the more I kind of like the idea of the junk. Just like really focusing on the junk as a mail carrying ship. The HMS Junkie. Uh, wasn't the Titanic like more of a mail carrying ship too? I remember reading that in a comment section, like in one of the Titanic videos. Like, for those of you who don't know, there are actually a lot of YouTubers. I'm trying to think of one who like specialize in Ocean Liner Designs. That's one channel I do enjoy watching. Ocean Liner Designs. He talks a lot about the Titanic and other ships from that era. He talks about shipwrecks, submarines, warships, the old ships, like, galleons, from this sort of era. And I remember, like, talking with someone who said that the Titanic was ultimately, like, more of a mail carrier than anything else. I, I, I don't know how to describe like what I'm thinking right now, but I'm like, okay, so it focuses more on mail, right? But maybe it had something to do more with like the technology that she had at the time, because at the time the Titanic was the most sophisticated ship of her era. Like she had all of the cutting edge technology at the time. Maybe that's more along the lines of what they meant, was because they could actually send, messages to shore faster than any other ship at the time. Maybe that's more along the lines of what they meant. It's been too long since I had this conversation. I just remember it kind of like tucked away in the back of my head. I mean, whenever I say it's been too long, I mean, I'm talking like literal years since I've had this conversation, but I don't know. I'll just stop talking about things that I don't really know that much about. How did I even get on this topic? I don't remember. I've had a lot to eat. Some of it is very sugary, so I might be a little hyper at the moment. And also kind of excited. So, how am I doing on supplies, by the way? Okay, I can sell that. That's fine. I should have sold that at the Dragon Cliffs, but whatever. Rum, half full. Then we have cheese still, which that crate is unopened. Huh. So relaxing. So relaxing. One game I kind of thought about uploading at one point was a game called Buccaneers. It's actually kind of a cute little game, I'm not going to lie. It's set back in the colonial times, and you play as a ship captain who is on a quest to redeem himself. Now, it's not impressive to look at graphically or anything like that, but you can get into all kinds of like massive ship battles and stuff like that. And you can actually become a commander of a fleet of up to 4 ships. And whenever I was playing it, I actually got up to... The armada I had was like 2 4-decker ships, if I recall correctly. No, it was actually 4 4-decker ships. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's been too long, but I thought about uploading videos of that game as well before I started going back to Sailwind. I don't know. Sailwind has really spoiled me whenever it comes to sailing games in general. Because, like, even in terms of Sea of Thieves, for example, like, I've gotten so used to Sailwind, like, not being able to sail against the wind and actually having to, like, rig your sails in the way that you have to, or, you know, closer along the lines that you have to, that I can't just play any run-of-the-mill sailing game anymore. Like, the ability to sail directly against the wind in Sea of Thieves is, I'm not going to lie, it kind of breaks the game for me. Like, I get that it's not trying to be like an actual sailing game. Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand what it is. It's a pirate MMO. But the more I watch Sailwind come along, the more I see Raw Lion put his heart into it, the more that I see the game develop, the more I just fall in love with it. And to be fair, like, Sea of Thieves has probably the best water in any game. Like, probably hands down. I cannot think of a game that has better looking water than Sea of Thieves. But this water in Sailwind is not bad. And even the water in the demo for Following Seas is not bad. And water, for those of you who don't know, water, it might still be, but definitely back in the day, water was one of the most difficult and notorious things to work with. It was not easy to do at all. I can only imagine how difficult it would have been, like, back in the days of the Nintendo 64. Like, there's one area that kind of comes to mind is the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. The Water Temple in Majora's Mask wasn't that bad, but the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, oh my god. Like, the way it went was, you know, you'd play as young Link, you'd go around to the starter dungeons, and typically, you know, the starter dungeons are more of a tutorial to just kind of tell you how the game is going to operate, but the final dungeon that you play as a kid, well, I say the final dungeon where you get the spiritual stone of water, that is more or less kind of the final dungeon that you do as a kid, like, fully as a kid, though there is the bottom of the well. Some of the bosses in that you face as a kid, like the boss in Jabu Jabu's belly, they felt way tougher than a lot of the bosses that you fought as adult Link in that game. But I will tell you what, Zelda has some of the creepy and most disturbing lore of any video game out there. It's actually kind of crazy that it's considered a kid's game. Because do it right now, actually. Like, pause this video. If you like creepy stuff, I know Halloween is kind of behind us now, but if you like creepy stuff and you like a good ghost story, I mean, who doesn't love a good ghost story? Don't get me wrong, I can sit down and listen to a good ghost story. I don't care if it's real or not. I will sit down and listen to a good ghost story for hours on end. But look up the history of the bottom of the well for Ocarina of Time. It is beyond disturbing. Yep, got a notification on my phone. It is just the YouTube analytics thing. I have noticed that the growth for the channel has slowed down quite a bit. I'm assuming I've kind of like reached my peak audience at this point. Well, not peak audience. What I mean is like I've reached like the maximum amount of people that are actually interested in the game right now. More people will kind of follow in as time goes on. But I still want to say thank you. You know, it's awesome to see the channel growing that big to this size. It's awesome. I really can't say it in any other way other than it's absolutely awesome. And the Dragon Cliffs are a lot further away. Either we're going a lot slower than I feel like we're going, or the Dragon Cliffs are a lot further away than I remember them being. Serpent Isle over there. That island is nothing. If you're new, that island is nothing. It's just a big rock out in the middle of the ocean. That island over there is where the town is. But Raw Lion, if you watch these videos, one thing I absolutely want to see at some point or another is now that you've got the smaller boats down, I want to see capital ships sailing like out across the ocean. Like I want to see like a sandbuck coming from that direction, bringing in all sorts of cargo from all along. I want to see brigs coming from this direction. I want to see junks leaving the Dragon Cliffs themselves and heading out to wherever else they need to go to. The game would feel so much more immersive if you made the world a lot more alive. And I get it, that's not what the game is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about you just holding cargo, but still, like, immersion is such a massive thing for these sorts of games. And the more you make the world feel, lived in and alive, the more people will come to it. Because you'd be amazed at the amount of small things that will catch people's attention and be like, I want to buy that game. I want this game in my Steam wishlist right now. And, I get it. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to have different tastes. Everybody has different opinions. But, for me, one thing that would be absolutely awesome would be say, like, once we get up here to the gates to the Dragon Cliffs, I could see that there's another ship coming in or coming out of the Dragon Cliffs, which means I might have to just kind of wait out here for a little bit to let that ship get out of the channel and then go in. We could totally make the docks a much more lived-in area. I'm going to go ahead and turn the the lanterns on now. But yeah, I just think that would be such an awesome inclusion to the game. It's just having, you've got the idea set up about the smaller ships that do local trades, right? You've got multiple ships in the regions now, apparently. Definitely in the eastern region. I don't know about here. I've only seen that one ship. But you've got it set up to where, you've got all these smaller ships that are going around. Now look at that. You can actually see the lights of port over there. That over there is Crab Beach. That is where you start whenever you start off in this region of the game. But, yeah. You can definitely set up the game to set up hints of a much larger economy in the game than what we see now. Like, the economy is, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's fine. But the idea of, these smaller ships sailing into the Dragon Cliffs and picking up the delivery after a larger ship has dumped there, and then taking all the supplies off to the smaller islands, that makes sense to me. Or maybe, you could have the bigger capital ships kind of do what I did with the Tea Merchant, was where the Sage Hills down there to the south, that's where my home base was. And, it was to stop a galleon, a sandbuck, or a junk from doing the same thing. They set up base down there at the Sage Hills, and they sail from there, and they go out to Aulonk, they go up to Astron, they go out to Happy Bay, they go out to Oasis. You could have, a smaller ship that comes to not Happy Bay, to the Dragon Cliffs, and unload its cargo there. I just think it would be so cool. So cool to make the world seem so much more alive than it actually is. And I get it. It's not an easy thing to do. I understand that. I appreciate that. I am not trying to undermine the game in any way at all whatsoever. I'm just trying to say what I personally think would be an absolutely awesome thing to do. Why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. Let's see, what... Uh-huh. Like I said. There's multiple boats in each region now. There might have always been multiple boats, I don't know. But I definitely remember the one that was always over by Crab Beach. That one was always leaping out of the water, dolphin style. I'm hoping I can get to the Dragon Cliffs before I have to go to sleep. That would be most ideal. Whether or not I can get everything unloaded, I don't know, but we shall check it out. Now, I will say, the Dragon Cliffs, I don't know how good the sails are going to look on this thing. I honestly have no idea how good the sails are going to look. They could look absolutely horrendous. They could look halfway decent. But I have a feeling it's going to be the former. I think the ship with maybe like a Aulonk Latine sail might not look too bad, but the junk sails that we get from here are I get the feeling they're not really this thing's strong suit. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to bring this in. There we go. Actually, wait, hang on. That might work better. Okay, somebody who actually has sailed. Tell me if this is something that actually works. I have a feeling that it's probably not. But, I mean, like, the way I look at it is, this sail is catching wind completely unopposed. This sail is catching wind completely unopposed. This sail is catching wind completely unopposed. Like, it makes sense to me that would technically work. But, as I have said many times, I have never been on a sailing boat a day in my life. The closest thing that I have to a sailing boat is getting in my kayak and releasing an umbrella, and then making the immediate wish that I had never done that, because I don't have a way of steering with the umbrella. I kind of miss my kayak. I haven't gone on my kayak probably since July. I rode all the way across Fort Supply Lake. Which, if you don't know how big Fort Supply Lake is, look up Fort Supply, Oklahoma, look up the lake, and then you can kind of see how big the lake actually is. I went around that entire thing on a freaking kayak, while the waves were very choppy. I didn't go around the entire thing. I'm kind of making that up to make myself look cooler for the chicks, but I did sail. I did a sail. I did row all the way like across the lake and back against really strong winds, and to the point waves were acting like they were trying to tip my kayak over. It was fun, but at the same time, I was starting to get kind of nervous about about the choices I had made in life. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so I'm just going to pretend that most of you have not been here before. This rock that is right up here in front of us, if you are sailing here for the very, very first time, this happened to many a true nerd and myself many times, be very careful when you approach this rock, because there's a shallow bit underneath the water that you're not going to see until it's way too late. So the best thing to do, honestly, is to just kind of hug this wall over here. Because getting this thing unstuck from this shallow bit up here is a royal pain in the butt. It's even worse with capital ships. Okay, tell you what, I might actually go ahead and bring this in. I know, we're getting tired, we're getting thirsty, we're getting hungry, we're getting all of the above, but we're almost there. And there's the junk over there. That is still such a weird name for a ship. I am sorry. It's just so bizarre to me that you would name a ship the junk. Okay, let's go ahead and start preparing for docking. This can come in. I might have done this maybe a little too soon. So I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and do this. Gonna help carry us in. It only took us 34 minutes to get here. Huh. Alright. Oh, by the way, someone actually did tell me that using square sails to, like, make the ship reverse into certain areas was actually a real thing. I did not know that. I thought I was just making that up. I thought I was actually being kind of clever, but no. It actually apparently was a real legitimate thing. So now I know that whenever I need to actually reverse against the wind, I'm actually being somewhat realistic about it. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go and sleep, I think. I will also... Let's do that, and then we can do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep. I'll show you guys where the inn actually is. So we come up past here. We walk up towards the market. I should actually try and get in contact with Many a True Nerd to have him play this game again, because my channel, even though I cover this game a lot, there's only so much that I can actually do. And Many a True Nerd, from what I understand, actually did enjoy this game, but whenever he uploaded the video of it, it wasn't really at the best time. And now, there are so many things in the game. Admittedly, I'm having trouble finding it right now because it's so freaking dark. If you guys can't see anything, don't worry, I can't either. I am wandering through some bushes right now. Where the hell is this freaking inn? Some signs would be quite appreciated. I know there's an inn here. Actually, I think it's down over here. No. Actually, wait. Here it is. Okay. Good God. Alright, fine. We'll just do this. So yeah, we have inns, which are extremely useful. Admittedly, it would be useful to have maybe a lantern, like a different colored lantern, outside the inn. That way you know what it is. Like maybe a pink lantern. Like something that's off enough that people aren't going to know what it is. They're going to be curious about it. Be like, what is that? Oh, okay, so pink lanterns mean an inn. Okay, gotcha. Okay, this is the one that I was really wanting to get a hold of because this is the actual trading key. Which means this one's going to be bringing in some serious bucks. Okay, tea. Yoink. Thank you very much. Actually, wait. Hang on. Yeah, see, tea is... Admittedly, it's not very profitable right from here because we're taking it from the Dragon Cliffs. If we were taking it from Sage Hills, it would be very valuable. But yeah, like everywhere wants tea. This is why the Tea Merchant series was so freaking profitable. This is why the Tea Merchant got so freaking rich. And one more crate, and the tea mission will be done. Usually I cut this out, but no. You guys are joining with me today. You guys are not looking out of this. I'm going to sit here and make you guys watch the most boring and tedious part of the game, whether you like it or not. Because I feel like being a jerk today. I don't know why. I just do. So there. You're just going to have to put up with me uploading a video. Holy crap. I could practically sail around the world 3 times with that thing and still make it on time. That could actually be kind of a fun challenge at some point. Like, take a mission and sail around the world like a certain amount of time. Or a certain amount of times, and then try and deliver the cargo on time. That could be kind of fun, actually. I would not oppose that. That would be kind of fun. Perhaps a bit boring, but fun nonetheless. Okay, no, that's way too many. No, 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 no. Still too many. That's not bad. I don't know if I want to go to Happy Bay yet, though. Could go up to Crab Beach. Well, I'll tell you what, before we do anything, let's go ahead and get rid of some of the supplies that we have on our ship. Because we have one barrel that is completely empty, which means it's just dead weight. I'm actually making 53 coins back for that, or 53 dragons, whatever the heck you want to call them. This barrel is more or less completely full, so that's fine. This crate of cheese has not been opened. Now we have some... I don't know if the candles will do anything for these lanterns. I think I can probably just go ahead and sell these, actually. Because I'm pretty sure these lanterns just take oil. And considering that price, yeah, you can have the candles. I will gladly take 2,000 dragons for just selling some candles. That... I don't know if that have any profit or not. Like, hang on a second. I need to do some math here. Okay, so it takes... It takes 5 to make us... It takes 5 of these to make a single one of these. Okay. So, if I were to do... Wait. Okay, so that's not really that profitable at all. In fact, I think I'm pretty sure I'm losing money. I don't remember what the actual number was, but yeah. This is how much I bought those candles for. In fact, considering the reputation that I probably have now, I'll go ahead and reduce this down to... I'll be generous and call it 46. Wait, what am I... Yeah. I don't think that'd be very profitable at all, whatsoever. Thought about maybe, but no. But I'm up to 24,000. Tell you what, let's go up here and check out the... I thought he fixed this. I could get a smoker. I could, and I could fish and smoke it, and it will last for a lot longer. I do need to get a smoker so I can kind of test it out for the longer voyages. We will come back to that. I'm not going to go for the starboard and the nav lights and all that kind of stuff this time, I don't think. It's kind of silly, really. Besides, I just sold the candles, so it's kind of a moot point now. Should I do this? Should I? I could also buy the claw. Yeah, I really don't. I'm too dumb to understand this. This could be useful, though. This is what you use to determine your ship's speed. Like, the numbers that you see there, how many knots you're going. come down here and take a little look, see at how things are currently positioned. Considering it's raining and there's a storm out somewhere, I don't know if I really want to cast off quite yet. So, I've got the hammock back here. Potentially, I could put, like, my smoker and... Wait, hang on, what is... Okay, these are the fishing hooks. So what is this? More fishing hooks, okay. I could lose the hammock, get a bed, and maybe put the bed up towards the bow. I'm trying to get everything situated here. The broom. The broom ultimately doesn't mean anything. But admittedly, I can just put the broom in my inventory like that. So it's not a big deal. Actually, tell you what, let's go ahead and... fix this, because it's driving me nuts. I might just go ahead and sell that other lantern, to be honest. Because I've got the oil to last me for quite a decent amount of time, and I'm going to restock before I leave, so... Yeah, this lantern really doesn't do anything for me, so I'll just go ahead and sell it. It's just kind of... I say extra weight. You can go there, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a smoker. If for no other reason other than... Number one, it's new to the game. Number two, I want to be able to actually be able to cook the fish that I catch. And I will also go ahead and buy a drying rack. Now, the way I understand it is... What you want to do is you want to catch, smoke, and then dry the fish. Okay, and this thing is... I might put it up here, actually. Although, maybe right in front of the helm? That might work best, actually. Okay, the rum I kind of don't need. Yeah, I'll just sell that, then I'll get some more water. And I will put it on this side of the ship. Kind of help counterbalance the stove, or the smoker. Whatever the bloody heck it is. And... yeah, this box only has 3 more hooks. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and do this. I'll do that. And then I'll do that. Okay, that works. I know this is like super riveting gameplay, guys. I do apologize for holding you guys hostage, but these are things that must be done. How much? I've got plenty of money. Why am I checking that so much? I really hope you're not going to do that on the ship. Maybe I'll buy one of these other ones. Yeah, I'd like a refund for this. Thank you. Okay, never mind. Apparently that's the only one. Kind of unfortunate, but it's what happened. It's a beta. I do need one of these, so I'll take this. I do need firewood. Yes, I do need firewood. Actually, and the firewood can come right up here and be with the fishing hooks at the bow. And I like to have a surplus of firewood as well. That drying rack has not responded yet. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm sure we can get another one at some point or another. Oh yeah, see, look how much the wind is actually pushing the ship. It's nuts. Okay, so we at least have a smoker now, and we have a slicing knife. Oh, you can also press R, or hold R, to activate the knife. It's kind of funny. Okay, so that can go there. That can live there. That's perfectly fine. It is really coming down, isn't it? Alright, is it respawned yet? Yes, it is. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe I need to go lay down for a little bit. What just happened? What Oh. Oh, the junk over there is not having a very fun time. Hang on a second. Okay, so I just loaded back into the game. Can't help but notice... Is it coming back down? What in the... But it's still doing the same thing. What is going on with the... So this thing is cursed. Gotcha. That's not at all what I was expecting. Oh yeah, we're like right in the thick of the storm here. That's not at all what I was expecting to have happen. That is, yeah. Yeah, that's, that's a thing that happened. I kind of want to try it again. Or maybe I should just go for a stove. I feel like a stove might be a safer bet compared to this thing. I've got the money for it, so yeah, let's just go for the stove. The stove would probably be a happier bet. A much safer bet. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm bamboozled. I am many things, and I don't know the word for any of them. That was... How do I even describe what just happened? Oh, you know, I'll show off the junk for anybody who's curious. This is the cheapest and smallest of the capital ships. It only costs 88 gold coins, which is absolutely amazing. You've got these cargo hatches here. You can put boxes in or your food supplies in. You've got the main body here. You've got even more of these little cargo storage crates. You've got 5 in total. Then down here you've got your living quarters. This is where I usually put my food and stuff. My food and water supplies and all that kind of stuff. Then up here, you've got your helm bay, or the bridge, whatever the heck you want to call it. The junk is by far the easiest ship to use in terms of handling, because pretty much all your winches and stuff are up here. Like, you've got this one back here. You've got... I'm trying to remember, like, right off the top of my head what all these things do. I think this one, like, rotates the mast on the bow. Then this one, I think, rotates the one in the center, and then this one like raises and lowers the one on the center. I might have those two reversed. I don't remember right offhand. But the only thing that you have to go out of your way for is this one. This is just to raise up the sail and the bow, and that's pretty much it. Of course, you've also got your anchor up here. I don't know if I've used the anchor a single time with this thing. Well, surely I did. I'm pretty sure I've taken this thing to the Firefish Lagoon at one point or another. And the Firefish Lagoon, you kind of have to drop anchor at nighttime because it gets so foggy and so misty that you're not going to be able to see where you're going. It doesn't matter how experienced you are. Alright, tell you what, I'll just sleep throughout the rest of the day. And actually, you know what? Maybe I'll go buy some more firewood. And it never hurts to have a surplus of supplies. I'd rather have too much of something than not enough of it, you know? You can never have too much of something whenever you're going to be gone away for days, maybe even weeks at a time, so... It's best to stock up when you can. As my dad always taught me, it is better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, now let's go to the inn and sleep. The Is it seriously still... Okay, it's still kind of sprinkling a little. Oh, no, never mind. It's still raining. Okay, well, we've been here long enough, I think. Let's go ahead and start heading... I was going to say let's start heading out to sea, but where the heck are we going to go? Looks like everything's going to Crab Beach. Mail to Sanctuary. Okay, yeah, let's get that one, because Sanctuary is an island that gets kind of overlooked a lot of the time. So let's go ahead and take that. And Sanctuary is kind of a cool island. And, you know what? Screw it. Let's take some mail to Crab Beach. And... blue tobacco? I think we're taking some black tobacco, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are taking some black tobacco to Crab Beach. All right, give me a moment, guys. I'll have everything loaded up onto the ship. All right, I've got all the cargo loaded. I've also got myself some breakfast. Got myself a nice little rice beer, bottle of water, and a nice little piece of pork. Meat in this game, by the way, meat, like pork, is very valuable. Not maybe necessarily in terms of profits, but in terms of the amount of hunger that it will restore. Okay, so getting out of here is going to be fun. That's the wrong thing. Okay. Push the boat away. There we go. And just try and hope for the best here. Can I make this turn? I don't feel confident at the moment. No, it might be better for me to just kind of sail. I say it would be better for me to sail, like, out this other way, but I think the wind is going to be blowing directly from that direction. Let's get you out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and race this up, try and get some extra speed. Well, there it should do. Oh man, it's been forever since I've had that kind of Sunny D. I got the pink Sunny D, and it's probably my favorite of them. And I haven't had it for probably a couple of years now. Look how good this stuff is. It's not taken me very long to go through the whole gallon, I can tell you that. Oh, okay, that was a good pop. Ooh. I just popped my shoulder blade, like, really good. Oh, that felt amazing. Okay, can I make it out of here? Maybe if I zigzag, that might be what I need to do, actually. So, let's try and make this as tight as we can. That way we're catching all the wind that we can. Getting out this way would actually be very helpful. Of course, I could just sail around this rock here. In fact, you know, instead of just fighting the wind, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to sail back the way that I came. Because it'll just be easier. In fact, you know what? I'll just go around the entire island. I haven't done that for a hot minute. There we go. Admittedly, these missions, I don't have a lot of time with them. I've got 2 days to deliver to Crab Beach, then I've got 3 days to deliver to Sanctuary, so maybe I should just go back the way that I came. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and do this. Try and get us kind of leveled out. And then okay. Do this. And all right. Going out that way would have been better, ultimately, but I just don't feel like fighting the wind today. I just don't. It's not something I'm really in the mood for right now. All right. How's the wind going to be whenever we get... I think the wind's going to be directly in our face, because of course it is. Very rarely can you ever get the wind on your side. But that's just the reality of it. I think this is the longest uncut video I've done so far. Usually, I kind of cut all the boring stuff out. Admittedly, I did cut out me loading up the ship and cutting out of the game, but usually I make a lot of cuts in my videos, and I haven't really done that this video. Some people like that, other people kind of prefer the cuts. It's one of those things, you'll never satisfy everyone, but hey, you know, the longer people watch my videos, the better. It's going to be one of those situations to where the wind is not going to be on my side, no matter what I do, isn't it? Because trying to leave that way, the wind was going to be in my face. Trying to leave this way, the wind's going to be in my face. Like, you just can't win. You just can't win in this game sometimes. Of course, in real life, sometimes ships were just stuck in port for days as they had to wait for a favorable wind. And sometimes there wouldn't be any wind. And obviously, you're not going to go anywhere if there's no wind. I mean, some ships had oars that they could use, but those were very few and far between, and a lot of the time the oarsmen were, less fortunate. A lot of the time they were slaves. Not always, not always. There were some seamen who actually made a lifelong career out of being an oarman on some of those ships, but a lot of the time they were also slaves. But as I've learned, being a sailor back in the day was not a profession many people really wanted to go after. Because it was, I mean, I can understand why. It was very dangerous, and it was grueling work. If we're going to be honest, working on these ships was not easy. It was not a vacation. Okay, I guess never mind. The wind's not going to be that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than this. I know there's a mod for this, but I think every color of the sail should be available at every port. If I'm going to be honest, I think that would be kind of a nice thing, because the yellow, like, yeah, it fits, and yellow doesn't fit on a lot of things. There was someone who commented in one of my videos that said yellow fits really well on well, not most aircraft, but a lot of aircraft, and yeah, you're right. Aircraft is one of those things where yellow looks absolutely amazing on some aircraft. In fact, there are some aircraft I would not have be in any other color than yellow. But that's kind of the reason I picked these sails, is because it doesn't look half bad in yellow. And yellow is, it's hard to find something that doesn't look horrendous with yellow. Having said that, though, there are some semi-trucks that don't look half bad as yellow, if I'm going to be honest. Like the newer Freightliners, for example, I think they look halfway decent in yellow. But that's a personal taste. Yellow for semi-trucks is kind of a strange color. Like, whenever you're not looking for it, you never see it. But whenever you're looking for it, you always see it. And usually it's the other way around for a lot of things. Like, if you desperately, desperately need something, you'll never come across it. Ever. You'll never find a single thing of what you're looking for. But as soon as you no longer need it, it's going to pop up all over the place, and I hate that. God, I hate that. Okay, I've got this beer with me, so let's go ahead and just kind of drink all of that, and we can just throw that overboard. That's not how physics work, but whatever. Someone will find that and hope that there's a bottle in it, and it already despawned. How am I already this tired? That's like half of my fatigue gone already. And raise this up. And I want to go around this way, because that's going to be easier to get to port. And yeah, that's definitely Crab Beach. Okay. Wow. Today went by fast. I was honestly not expecting the day to go by this fast. That's kind of crazy. Okay, I could just go ahead and sleep. I might just do that, actually. Just to be on the safe side, I'll lower this. It's going to point it back on track. And let's kind of loosen this out a little bit. There we go. And let's go ahead and go to sleep. Alright, we have woken up. That right there should be Crab Beach. Unless we've drifted like so far off course. Watch, it's actually Serpent Isle. No, I think not. That would be hilarious, though. If the ship somehow got, like, so turned around that it actually, like, sent us to Serpent Isle instead of Crab Beach. Oh, man, I'd be laughing my butt off. Should probably, you know, actually, according to OBS, you guys should be able to see just fine. I think you guys can see whatever the heck I'm seeing right now, so... yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and eat some pork. Yummy. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Why is this sail still flapping? You should not be flapping, good sir. That is, in fact, another boat. I'm gonna try and get closer to the island. Like this. Yeah, I think that was the right call. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, never mind. One of those is an actual AI ship. The other one is the actual cactum that you can buy. Now, if there's any lesson that I've learned so far, it's that you wait for the AI to finish doing its stuff. Then you go into port. So with that being said, I'm going to slow down a little bit. And do my darndest to avoid him. No, that's the wrong thing. I want you. Are you sailing straight for me? You are. Oh, he's a little wobbly. Get the heck away from you. Or you cause problems. Okay, let's grab you. Jump for it! Okay, then we get impaled, and we can come up here and grab you. I'm going to assume there's not an inn on this island in particular. Did he change the way the island looks? Hang on a second. I need to take a little look-see around here. Oops. Oh, no, there is an inn. I think. Is this an inn? Yeah, it's got a green flag. Yeah. Okay. Might stay the night here, just because... well, you know, honestly, I don't know. I'm actually kind of struggling to find a good reason to stay the night here. Maybe because our fatigue is already getting kind of low again. Like, it's not low, but it is starting to kind of get there. I just put you guys out here. I looked away from my screen for like a split second, then I found myself taking a swim. Lovely. Now, there's nothing that happens if you go into the water. There's nothing absolutely that happens. You can absolutely swim down to the bottom of the ocean if you absolutely want to. I've said before that there's nothing down there, but you never know. Raw Lion at some point might get a sense of humor and put some kind of, like, a Reaper Leviathan from Subnautica down there. That would be freaking hilarious if he did that. The amount of people that would be getting jump scared from that. Oh, man. That would be freaking glorious. Okay, so one more piece of cargo for this island, which is the mail. How have I done more in this video, it feels like, than I have in other videos that are, like, roughly the same length? I'm getting text messages. Hang on a second. Okay, my stepmom was just sending me some funny videos, or trying to. She tried sending them to me on Facebook, and I don't have Facebook, so can't watch them. I'm not on, like, any kind of social media outside of, YouTube. I basically have nothing. I kind of feel like the older you get, the more irrelevant social media gets. Actually, you know, hang on a second. I could probably do with picking up another mail mission from here. So I'll just go ahead and tie this off right here. Tuna, the sanctuary. I don't really want that many crates. Mailed sanctuary, thank you very much. Okay, kind of a long break from there. Kind of forgot what I was doing, but yeah, how much does this thing cost, by the way? I'm kind of curious. 44 gold. So really, whenever you think about it, unless you really want to buy this thing, you might as well just save up for the junk at this point. Just the junk is just going to be, it's twice the gold, but you get way more room. Because trust me, that thing is a nightmare. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. It is almost 10 o'clock at night, people. Come on. I was going to stay at the inn, but yeah, there's really no point. Especially considering I'm probably just going to leave the gaffs... Not the gaff sale. No, it is the gaff sale. Never mind. I'm probably just going to leave this sail up, I'll probably angle it out a little bit, and then probably just go to sleep. Try and sleep through most of the journey. And yeah, it's going to turn off the lanterns, and I will see you guys whenever we wake up again. Okay, it is the following morning. Oh wow, we are actually not that far away from Sanctuary. It's literally just right up there. That's the wrong thing. I keep going for the wrong freaking sail. Okay. Oh my god, people. People. It is past 10 o'clock at night. Like, why are you texting me so late at night? The only reason that I am not going to bed right now is because I don't have to work tomorrow. I took tomorrow off. It's the last of my vacation days. So tomorrow, since I shouldn't have anything significant going on, I might actually record a lot more videos. Try and get caught up for the week. This video is going on for over an hour and a half now. However, I did say I was going to record for a bit longer than I usually do. So, I don't know. Well, we'll see where we go. I'm starting to get kind of tired myself, but I probably could go for another hour or so. I do have another bottle, yes? Yes, I do, okay. Bye-bye! Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious to see how much Sanctuary has changed with the inclusion of the inns. If I remember correctly, Sanctuary actually has a castle on it. I tell you what, let's go ahead and raise up the mizzen sail. Try and get a bit of speed on us. Booyah. Okay, you know what? I just realized I didn't buy the speed measurer thing. Why are we going this way, ship? I don't want to be going this way. I want to be going that way. I want to be going to port. Not starboard. Port. Fine. I'll loosen this up just a little bit. Now, the island of Sanctuary actually has this kind of archway that you can sail underneath if you come from the right angle. And it's actually really cool. It's probably one of the cooler islands in the game. You know, when I said I had another hour on me, I might have lied. I might have to call it whenever we get up here to Sanctuary. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I just need to get up and walk around a little bit. I am now in my 30s after all, therefore I am becoming an old, irrelevant fossil. Can no longer stay up as late as I could in my teens and 20s. Did anybody else in their teens have, like, days during their summer vacations where you would stay up, like, literally the entire night playing video games or something? I see trees. Heads up, by the way. If you are in an unfamiliar area and you don't know where you are and you don't know where the ports are, trees are usually a very good indication. Like, you can already kind of see the port over there as it is, but trees are usually a very good indication, especially in the Firefish Lagoon area. Trees will pretty much be a solid giveaway that that's close by to a town. Yeah, there's the archway. It is a very cool island. I do like this island a lot, but it pales in comparison to the Sage Hills. Which, yeah, maybe we'll go there next. I don't know. We'll do like a clear cut across the ocean over here. I'm out of my Sunny D drink. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I can comfortably make this turn. And then kind of turn back towards the island. Which means I don't need you anymore. And honestly, I could probably just go for it now. Go ahead and release this completely so it doesn't get caught up in the wind. Turn it like this. And there we go. Beautiful. And could probably go ahead and start reeling this in. I went to the right winch this time. Okay, we'll just let the momentum carry us in. Okay, let's grab you. I didn't make the jump. Come on, get up, up. Fine. I'll swim back to the boat in defeat. Then you. Well, at the bare minimum, cast-off should be kind of easy. Okay, let's deliver this stuff. Then we'll take a little look-see around Sanctuary, because I do like this island. Crab Beach doesn't really have a lot going for it, but this island it's small, but it's kind of cool. Okay, the structure isn't as big as I recall it being, but yeah. This is what I was referring to as the castle. Then over here we have these energy elixirs, which, you know what, I'll go ahead and buy. And then I'll buy... Heck, I'll buy another one, why not? They don't have a place that sells food, though, apparently. Kind of a shame. Oh, wait. Over here. Ah, yes! You can buy, like, actual raw fish here. Which, you know what? I've got a stove and I've got a smoker, so I might as well buy some raw fish. Start putting these things to use. Oops. Start showing this stuff off. I wonder if I can, like, have these things dry out on the cooker. Because apparently the dryer doesn't want to be useful yet. I wonder if any other place is having that. I wonder what the hell caused that in the first place, come to think of it. I don't know. That was bizarre. Anyway. What do you have that might be worth taking, my good sir? Eel? No. I think eel is another... Yeah, eel is kind of another thing that's worth picking up, if you can. Seafood? No. Medicine? No. No. Okay, so... Sanctuary is definitely more of a importer, I believe. So we'll just take a mission, I guess. Mail to Serpent Isle. You know what? Yeah. Mail to Serpent Isle and mail to the Sage Hills. Oh, there's actually a lot going to the Sage Hills. Okay. Try and get these things separated. Wait, hang on. Serpent Isle, Sage Hills, Serpent Isle. Okay. Probably not a wise idea to have mail, like, right next to a roaring fire, like what's on the smoker, but, I never claimed to be smart. And we'll have the mail to the Sage Hills over here. We'll finally go to my favorite island in the game. Okay, Serpent Isle. Darn it. I like them to be neatly stacked. It's an OCD thing, don't judge me. Okay, I think we're ready to cast off. And, yeah. The wind is blowing very favorable, actually. This does not happen very often, so let's take full advantage of it. But to make sure that we get past the island, I'm going to push the ship out a little ways. And I'm going to use the square sail to make sure we turn. Okay. Alright. We can already see our destination way off over there. Wait, that's not our destination. That is Crab Beach again. Our destination is actually going to be... Hang on. Can we even see our destination? It might actually be hiding behind Crab Beach. Nope, there it is. Over there. So, let's turn a bit more, like, basically heading directly towards the sun. With any luck, we can get there really quick with the wind at our back. And you can be full. And then you can be filled. And it's still at 90%. So yeah, the oil lasts for a very long time. Is it already done? I believe Raw Lion said that the smoker will consume more food, but the smoke, or not more food, but more wood, and smoked meat or smoked food will actually last longer than it would if you just cooked it. So we'll test this out for a bit. I'll go ahead and turn on the lantern so you guys can see what the devil's going on. Oh yeah, we're actually going kind of at a good click here. Yanorama. Misa is getting tired. I'm at the point where I'm tired, but I don't want to go to bed. I might, like, lay down on the couch after this and just kind of watch some Ed, Edd and Eddy or something. Because I've got the full box set collection. I've got the original Teen Titans, the best Teen Titans. I've got Courage the Cowardly Dog. I've got Ed, Edd and Eddy. I've got one of the original Transformers. And I need to get... I saw there was a Justice League and a Justice League Unlimited, which I need to get. I've seen the full box set for 2.5 Men. Again, something I absolutely need to get my hands on at some point, but it's expensive. I've seen Hey Arnold, which, I'll be honest, I never really got into the Nickelodeon shows. I watched some, but Nickelodeon was just never really my thing. I would love to get my hands on like a full box set of Kim Possible. Kim Possible is definitely like... You could say Kim Possible was one of the best cartoons of the previous generation. I don't think there'd be very many people who would disagree with you, if anybody. It might not have been the best, but it was definitely one of the best. See what else. What else have I seen? Another thing I need to get is I need to get like a full box set collection of Samurai Jack, because Samurai Jack ended some years ago. It's gotta be getting close to almost 10 years ago since Samurai Jack had its conclusion. Actually, I'm gonna look that up. How many years ago did Samurai Jack end? (2017) May 20th of 2017. So it's really not that far away from being a decade. And I remember that being like one of the big things at the time, was just like Samurai Jack was finally having its conclusion. And I never watched it. I watched like little bits and pieces of it on YouTube, and that was it. Um, Trying to think of like other cartoons that I watched as a kid. A lot of people seem to like Adventure Time. I never really got into Adventure Time, but then again, I didn't really take the time out of my day to actually sit down and watch it. Um, is this done yet? No, just fresh raw salmon. Yeah, come to think of it, like, now that I think about it, whenever I said that there weren't a lot of shows that I watched on Nickelodeon, there actually were more than I'm realizing. Because I remember watching The Replaceables. I remember, yeah, SpongeBob has been around forever. Never really was a big fan of SpongeBob, but I did watch it if it was on. But it wasn't like my immediate go-to. Compared to everything else. Like, if the original Teen Titans was... This is taking a lot more smoke than I was honestly expecting it to. If the original Teen Titans was on, and SpongeBob was on, I'm watching the Teen Titans. If Kim Possible and SpongeBob is on, I'm watching Kim Possible. If Samurai Jack, or Courage the Cowardly Dog, or The Fairly Odd Parents, The Graham Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I'm pretty much watching all those before I watch SpongeBob. But SpongeBob, once again, like, if there's nothing else on, I will watch it. I actually got curious a while back and looked up what Cartoon Network has going on these days. And it was, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of pathetic. Like, admittedly, this has been a while back, but all they had was, like, just non-stop Teen Titans Go and the occasional episode of Gumball. And Gumball is... it's okay. So, like, from the episodes that I've seen, it's just kind of meh. But, yeah, Teen Titans Go, I didn't know. I just can't. I have given it a chance, and it's kind of a major insult to the original. And I honestly wonder how much they had to pay the voice actors to go along with some of the antics that they're doing in the show. Okay, so this is finally done. And let's do a little experiment here. So this is smoked. So we can do that, and then we can do that. How much does this actually... Wow, that does basically nothing. Compared to an actual legit smoked salmon, yeah, that was a lot better. Question number 2 is, can you smoke and then cook? I'm willing to bet probably not, but I want to experiment. We're going to experiment. Gosh darn it, we are going to experiment. We are going to do some science, baby. I just need to watch and make sure it's not going to, like, burn or something. So, in this one video, we will have done pretty much the entire circuit of the Emerald Archipelago. And you guys will have gotten a longer video than you usually do. And, yeah. I would say this would be a very productive video, and we'll also kind of learn some things about the cooking. Which is fun. Quite fun. Then I've also got my spare cheese and stuff over here, just in case we run into some rough times. We are looking good right now. We're looking very good. We are up to 14,000. Admittedly, I'm not trading. I'm just taking mail missions. Can we see the light support yet? Yes, we can. And port is over in that direction, which means I need to go over in that direction. Okay. Honestly, yeah, you can probably still go all the way out. That's fine. And then and have you do your thing. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We are looking very, very, very good. No point in using that. I can go ahead and fill up the bottle of water. That's the first time I've touched any of my actual resources this entire trip. I'm really waiting for a... ah, crap, I completely forgot about it. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but it'll work. Some shark will come along and eat that and wonder what the heck is wrong with it. It tasted so terrible. It'll probably never look after another salmon ever again. Hang on. So whenever I set a pink light, actually I think that's more red. It just looks pink because we're a certain distance away. Oh, and the sun is starting to come up. This means I can turn these off now, finally. I'm just burning oil for no reason. The United States would be so disappointed with me. How dare you burn our oil? Well, at least I didn't touch your boats, okay? I haven't touched your boats yet, so cool your jets. Does anybody else here in the comment section watch Habitual Line Crosser? I really enjoy that guy's content. He's downright hilarious to watch. Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me. Oh, God. People who don't know who Habitual Linecaster is will have no idea what the heck I'm referencing right there, but people who watch him will definitely know. See, so yeah, we took off from Newport, went to the Dragon Cliffs, went up to Crab Beach, went to Sanctuary. Now we're coming over here to Serpent Isle, which I need to avoid this beach we're about to run into. And honestly, I could probably do with just starting to bring in some of these sails. Let's go ahead and do this. And then... what would be the better way of... Honestly, I don't think there really is a better way. I think this is just... You go with whatever you get, and it's just gonna suck no matter what you do. I think we might have an easier time coming in from this direction, though. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, that's not really what I intended to have happen, but... I mean, it happened, so I'll take it. I forget this thing doesn't like to turn sometimes. Okay, let's kind of push the boat away. Okay, now we can just kind of use the square sail. And do this. Not super realistic, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so you can go there, and then we can use you up here. Okay. And we have all the time in the world. Now, Serpent Isle really does not have a lot going for it. It's literally just a small village. And there's nothing else to it. I will show you around, though. Admittedly, there might be an inn here now. I'm going to go check it out. But yeah, that right there is it. That's all that's here. Just a small, teeny tiny village. And we are delivering their mail to them. I'm surprised there's this much mail coming in. Like, geez, guys. How much mail do you need? Okay, let's go have a little look-see around here. And maybe I'll buy some more fish. Do you sell seafood? Actually, it would make total sense for this place to be a small fishing village. That would make total sense. Buy some rice beer, why not? Okay, I don't see an inn. So that's 2 islands here that don't have an inn, but I know for a fact that Sage Hills has an inn. Um, hmm. Well, you know what? Tell you what. Let's go ahead and buy a couple of these. And I'll also go ahead and use this thing. And yeah. And just out of curiosity, we'll take some seafood or maybe even some bananas with us from up here down to the Sage Hills. And we'll see how things go from there. Let's do... I'm going to cook one, and then I will also smoke these two. But as you can see, it takes a lot of wood, actually, to cook these things. I don't know why I put this in my inventory. There we go. Darn it. Okay, let's see what we have leaving from here. Coconuts. Actually, you know, they're not that bad. That's actually kind of respectable. What about salmon? It's not terrible. Eel? Again, kind of respectable. Oh. Sage Hills wants some bananas, people. Sage Hills wants some wine, too. How about medicine? Newport wants some medicine, but Sage Hills does not. In fact, they really don't want medicine. Okay, yeah, so Serpent Isle, very much more of a fishing village than anything else. And green tobacco is grown at the Sage Hills. So I don't know how much bananas weigh, but they come in pretty decent sized crates. But I think we should be fine. And then, see, they didn't want seafood, but they did want... Yeah, they wanted wine. Actually, what was coconuts again? We're taking coconuts. Like, coconuts is just kind of the no-brainer, I think. Okay, this box does not want to cooperate in the way that I prefer that it cooperates. There we go, that's better. Much better. I should probably find a good spot to take a thumbnail picture. Okay, let's try and do this. Then... Come on. You know you want to get away. There we go. There's a good ship. Alright, one more stop, and I think I'll be calling it a video there. You guys will have like a 2.5 hour long video at that point, so that should be more than long enough. I would think. And then tomorrow I'll probably record at least something. Kind of try and get back on the schedule. We shall see how it goes. I think I can just see Sage Hills off on the horizon there. Okay, I think that's about as well set up as we can get. Sage Hills are out there somewhere. They're kind of small, so we might not be able to see them like right off the bat. But I thought I saw them earlier. Okay.
Hoist the colors, let them fly, let the cannons rip the sky. Raise your cutlass, lift a glass, fight the current till we die. Fortune's flame will never dim, treasure stokes the fire within. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide. There's a chill on the water as the trail's getting hotter. There's no taming the fire, it's the burn that we crave. The storms keep a-comin', let it rain, don't mean nothing. Through the peril we're drumming, as we shout the refrain. Hoist the colors, let them fly, let the cannons rip the sky. Raise your cutlass, lift a glass, fight the current till we die. Fortune's flame will never dim, treasure stokes the fire within. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide. Hail the kings of the ocean, the sons of the broken. Every crew cries devotion when the wind screams our name. Bow down on the water, save your skin, make an offer. Pay your due to the coffer as we cut through the seas like a hurricane. Raise your cutlass, lift a glass, fight the current till we die. Fortune's flame will never dim, treasure stokes the fire within. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide. We will sail against the tide. Bring on hell or waters high, we will sail against the tide.
Ah. That was Sail North against the tide. I will try and remember to post a link in the description to the video if you guys are curious about watching it. I highly recommend you watch Sail North if you're into sea shanties like that, because he's got some good ones. He's got some very good ones. There's some that I haven't even listened to. Kind of feel like they should have been in view by now, but I know they're out there. Where art thou, Sage Hills? Where art thou? Romeo, Romeo. Etc., etc. They must be a lot further away than I actually recall them being. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I know they're not any further out that direction. It's just amazing to me that we have not seen them. Through the spyglass. Like, it's a small island. I didn't think it was that small. Am I missing something? Is it actually a case of they are further out west and I'm just... No, they... Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. If you fall overboard, don't worry. You swim faster than your ship will go. So you will be able to catch up with your ship. It might take some time if you wait too long, but you will be able to catch up with your ship. Okay, so Sage Hills is... not Sage Hills, but the Dragon Cliffs are directly... more or less directly to our east. They're east by southeast. Which would put me... and I'm more or less about even with Sage Hills, so that would put me... or not Sage Hills, god dang it, Serpent Isle. So... maybe about around in here somewhere? There it is. Okay, so I did go a bit too far to the west. Well, shall we listen to another sea shanty, or should we just go to bed? I think, you know what? We'll listen to one more sea shanty. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Same person. I haven't heard this one before.
I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea ran high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. She shipped it green and none went by, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. I hate to sail on this rotten tub. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. No grog allowed and rotten grub, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Johnny, leave her. But now we're through, so we'll go on shore, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
That was actually a lot better than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you guys whenever we wake up in the morning. It's not quite daytime yet. Go and turn on the lanterns so you guys can see. But we are approaching the Sage Hills, finally. Feels like daylight isn't far away. Yeah, it feels like it's getting brighter. Oh, it definitely is. Awesome. It means we'll be seeing my favorite island during the daytime. So, let's go ahead and turn off the lanterns. Save as much oil as we can. And let's try and get the boat looking nice and pretty for whenever we arrive. Admittedly, it's a lot easier whenever you don't have a lot of stuff on the deck. What do you believe? It's easier to clean something whenever there's nothing in the way. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it possible? Okay. I could probably do with just bringing this thing down completely so we can turn easier. And then let's bring this in as well. Let's see, where is the actual entrance? Actually, can I loosen this just a little bit and might be able to kind of speed things up a little bit here. I don't want it turning too much into the wind, mind you. Yeah, that seems to be about even-ish. Might not be perfect, but I'm not really aiming for perfect. You should never aim for perfect. Because perfect is unachievable. Perfect means there's nothing left to master. Nothing left to master means you are arrogant. Unless there truly is nothing left to master. But even then, is there anything in life that, no matter what it is, there will always be someone who is better at it than you? No matter what. Like, you could be the absolute greatest person at this one thing, but then there'll be some random nobody who comes along and tells you your time is up, your time is done. I am the new generation that is now coming in. I think that was actually a karate teacher that taught me that phrase at one point. Was a novice longs to be a master, but a master acknowledges that he is never anything more than just a novice. a novice with more skill. And that just kind of stuck with me. Because I mean, it's the absolute truth. There will always be someone who is smarter, faster, more cunning, stronger, richer, who has more resources. There will always be somebody out there, one way or another, who will be better at regardless of what it is. Like, I could put 500,000 hours into this game if I wanted to. And I could think that I know all there is to know about sailing. But I wouldn't have anywhere near the experience as someone who has spent just 10 minutes on a real sailboat. And I know, I get it, I appreciate that, this is a very simplified, dumbed down way of how sails work, as far as, the whole winch, the winches go. Like, this is not how sails work, like, at all. Some of them do. Some of them do. I will say that. Some of them are kind of this simplified, but others are an absolute royal pain in the butt to mess with. But yeah, I'm trying to just kind of find something to talk about. I mean, we're kind of coming up into the end of this video anyway, but if you have stuck around with me for this long, thank you so much. It's absolutely amazing that you took this much of an interest in the video, because we are knocking on the door of 3 hours long at this point. I might just kind of goof around a little bit just to ensure that we get to the 3 hours point, because good lord. Good lord, good lord, good lord. Lord almighty! Have we done a lot today? We had some shenanigans over in the Dragon Cliffs. We have bought a smoker and a stove. We have run the entire circuit of the Emerald Archipelago. Yeah, there's a lot we did today. And we're going to make a pretty decent profit, all things considered. I think we go ahead and lower this thing down. And truth be told, I could probably do with raising this up. And here we are. And this is the reason I like this island so much. It's so green, and you cut like straight through the middle of it. It's just such a really cool island. I really do love it a lot. Oh, man. All right, where is the actual trading office? I forget. I believe, yeah, it's right there. All right. This should be close enough that I can start just kind of lobbing these in. Unless that happens. Razor Frazzin Kisser Kazan game physics. Alright. Bring home all the money. Thank you very much. Alright. I think that is going to be where we call it a video, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you everybody so much for watching. It really is awesome that you have stuck around this long. Long videos like this typically don't get a lot of attention, so I really do appreciate it if you have stuck around this long. So, consider this my apology for not uploading on time the way I'm supposed to. But, like I said, some things have... Tell you what, I'll take advantage of this. Some things kind of just got in the way, and spending more time with my girlfriend than I was doing any... and I just wanted to spend time with her instead of upload videos to YouTube. So I'm going to buy some more of these chunks of firewood. Okay. There it is. Do you have any more that have respawned by any chance? No, you do not. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, before I call it a video, I'll come up here and restock on all my provisions. Ah, here we go, up here. I'll buy this. I'll buy this. I'll buy that. I shall get drunk. Those are expensive. Like, really expensive. Holy crap. Okay, well, yeah, that's going to be where I call it a video, so thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Most of my content will not be this long. Alright, if this is the first video that you've watched from me, most of my content will not be this long. It's usually like an hour, hour and a half. So, yeah, this is just kind of a special case. But anyway, thank you once again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, God bless, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye!